Jim Miller with Tusculum head coach Brandon Steele after his Pioneers sweep a doubleheader from Lenoir-Rhyne, winning 6-5 in Game 1, 5-4 in 9 innings in Game 2. And Coach, a lot of grinding at bats tonight. A lot of guys who Nate Montgomery has stepped up big. Bryson Ford with the game-winning hit in Game 2. But it just seemed like you're facing a team that has to win to get into the playoffs. A team that's got desperation, and you guys rose to the challenge you needed to.
Yeah, I thought Lenoir-Rhyne played well and competed from the first pitch this week into the last. And it's easy for them to kind of get down knowing what's on the line for them. And I'm sure they're doing some scoreboard watching their dugout, but right through the entire series, they brought it pitch to pitch, and I thought their arms were really, really good, which forced us to be a little bit better on our execution offensively. And we left some guys on over the course of the weekend, but when we needed to get the big hits, obviously Nate's grand slam was huge, and then Bryson had the opportunity yesterday with the infield in and drive the winning run in and wasn't able to do it, and glad he had the opportunity to do it today and put it across the board for us.
Some guys with the injuries to the pitching staff, you've had some guys that needed to step up. Game 1, it was Austin Collins. Game 2 was Alec Way.
Yeah, with the injuries that we've had really from first weekend with losing Chase McAllister early, and then now losing Harbor Jefferson, and some of the inconsistencies we've had out of the bullpen have been something that's been a bit of a challenge for us to overcome. It's not necessarily a lack of ability; it's more of a lack of confidence on their part. We've got some guys that have some good stuff. If they go out there and pitch and execute and force the team to swing the bat, swing the way across the plate as opposed to walk it, we've got an opportunity to win a lot of games. And to see some quality innings in the bullpen today, heading into the tournament, needing to see them again, was huge for us. And we're really excited as far as what those guys can do for us next week.
Sam Urban goes in the game in the 7th inning at Game 2. In the 9th inning, makes probably the best catch of the season, probably saves the game for the team. And just a guy like that who is he hasn't seen as much time probably as he's wanted to this season, but when he gets a chance, he goes out and does something special.
Yeah, and he's an exceptional defender, great base runner, and just a good teammate. And guys in the senior year that aren't playing a whole lot, obviously they wish they could go a different way for him, but for him to stick with the way he has this year and continue to come out of practice and compete every chance that he gets in games, it speaks volumes about his character. He's a great kid, great teammate, but if he doesn't make that catch, it's probably a different outcome for us. There's no question that changes momentum for them and put it back on us. Obviously doubling it up in a tight game, and for us to really pull it out, that catch now is just magnified.
Going back to Game 1 and Zach Sanders, he's a guy. If he's healthy, if he's feeling good, he goes out there. He can give you 5 innings like he did today, and give you 5 really good innings.
Yeah, and that's the thing we also have to be aware of is on short rest. Normally Zach's pitching on Saturday, not Monday. And, if we stay on schedule, he'd pitch again this Saturday. So we were trying to keep him short. So his pitch count was low, and he was able to give us 5 and turn over the bullpen, knowing that we're going to have to get quality in the bullpen today. And he put us in position to give us a chance to win the game.
The winning rally in the 9th inning, Zach Fincham, a guy who had a couple good swings in the first game. Second game, he got himself out a couple times, but he came through with the leadoff hit, kind of fought one off, and then uses his speed to get to second on the pickoff play, and then get to third, and then just the walks from there. And then Bryson Ford, as you said, he redeemed himself from Saturday.
Yeah, and Zach's, a guy that all year has had some trouble at the plate. He'll hit a ball hard and get discouraged. And obviously where he is in the record book, he's had some success for us over the years. And he just has to stick with the plan and the approach. And it's funny that he hit the ball to the right side for base hit, because that's when he does that, he's good. And he hit a scud to the second baseman early in the game, and I think that gave him a little bit of confidence, because Martin was a pretty good guy on the mound for them today out of the bullpen, and he had the break him on fastball working, and Zach was just able to get on time with the fastball, which we needed to get our leadoff guy on, and for him to take advantage of the throwing error by the first baseman. It really changed the complexion of the inning for us to get him over third with nobody out.
Another guy who was hitting the ball the other way today was Bradley Evans, and then he hits a missile to left field.
Right.
So he was spraying it all over as well.
Yeah, and that's what the approach you have to have in this league is obviously the arms we're going to see can throw off speed for strikes. So we have to have the ability to use the entire field. And he had a couple big hits for us. Pinch ran for him, hoping that was going to be the game for us. But I would have liked to have him in the game a little bit later. But he's done a nice job when he's gotten there as well, as far as, in the first game, obviously, the home run was huge. But for him to get the base hits and keep on moving the offense from guy to guy, and that's what we need. We need everybody to step up and be ready. Still having Garrett Dupuy on the bench like we did today, Wesley Reynolds, a couple other quality guys that take some at-bats for us. it's important that we continue to move on to the tournament with some confidence and getting these guys opportunities this week to kind of be on time for next weekend.
Did you think that after the second week of the season, when the record was 1-7 or whatever it was, that you'd be standing here with 30 wins? I mean, that speaks volumes to the resiliency of this team and everybody associated with it.
Yeah, I'm extremely proud of this team. For them to go through, they went through with obviously Coach Jones, legendary coach, and someone that was with these guys for 3, 4, and in some cases, 5 years with Zach Finch and with Coach still being around. It was going to be a kind of feeling out experience for them because I was going to be in a new role, obviously having relationships with them. And we had some growing pains. Obviously, I've had to grow and learn a lot on the job this year. There's some things that I have to get better at, and they kind of grew with me. So it was a good experience for us as a whole, and to see some improvements over last year to this year. Extremely proud of them for us to be able to be tied third. Like you said, if you'd have asked me after the Young Harris game this year, I wasn't sure if we were going to win another game. But I'm extremely proud of what they did. They, put together, I believe, a 12-game winning streak after that, and then we went through a stretch there. We didn't win. We didn't lose 2 games in a row for about 3 weeks, and the ability's there. We just have to believe in ourselves and execute.
Congratulations on the sweep, and good luck this weekend at the SAC tournament against Catawba starting on Friday night.
Thank you.
With Coach Brandon Steele, I'm Jim Miller. For more on tonight's games, visit TusculumPioneers.com.